Everybody made fucking music videos.
I know. I'm like, this is annoying as shit.
I clicked on like 3 and each one is a music video, dude. What the fuck? Why are anime music videos still a thing? Who's making these, dudes?
Stop that.
What the fuck? Ooh, Goblin Slayer. The next episode coming out. Alright, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and how good bananas are. My name is Brent, aka Buwop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
It was a hot day, cold day yesterday. I don't know if we could say it, but I'm just happy that we went on that trip.
Bros trip.
Yeah, exactly. To go snowboarding at Big Bear, California. So that was awesome to do. I was pretty hyped up, and I was like, okay, this is the time we need to actually go around and just unwind and stress. But getting up there was cool. That was the fun and the excitement, building up the excitement. But when we actually were eating a lot of snow like the entire day, I don't know how it was unstressful, but all I know is there was a lot of pain and I was getting exhausted within the first hour.
Dude, I just fucked up right now. It's so funny, man. Like, before we start, just to separate where it's us talking before and when we actually start recording and stuff, I clap my hands. And my hand hurt so bad from yesterday, dude, for me falling on it. I just realized right now I've been rubbing my hand on my knee for like the past 2 minutes while you were talking right now, dude. So fucked up. My hand is all purple.
I remember you had like 2 bruises on your hand.
Yeah, dude. I just fucking clapped my hand right on top of that shit too, dude. But it was fun, man. It was fun. Thanks for, driving and taking the time, dude, to show us the ropes on how to snowboard. I mean, we started for real busting our ass. Well, we might have ended the day busting our asses too. But, we stood up longer than we ever had been on snowboard. So, no, it was good times, man.
Yeah, and that was the thing too. Like, I didn't teach you guys. All I did was reiterate the same information, that the $70 lessons gave me. And it was pretty much the same, I spent the entire day falling, laying down on the ground, at least my first couple days, and just doing the same thing. But then I think, you guys got it down pretty fast, and you're able to stand, within the first hour. For me, I was so scared to just even stand, But yeah, you guys were getting that down for the most part. But what was funny too is like, you think that, oh yeah, we're just new and newbies and we're off to the side, but almost the entire mountain was covered with people sitting on their butts because they looked.
That's not how it usually is, dude.
No, that's not how I've seen it before.
Oh,
I've seen like a little small portion, but I don't know. I guess yesterday was a busy day of the year and kind of thing, and majority of everybody was on their butt. So I was like, okay, that's good. Like if you eat it, no one's really gonna like look at you. Kind of. That's the thing too. People eat it, but you don't like go, oh, haha, you ate it, kind of thing. It's just more like, oh shit, that's gonna happen to me within 5 minutes after we get off the ski lift, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it was too funny, dude. I think what got me too was, we were at the bottom of the hill really practicing and stuff, and there was a lot of people around. But, once you get to the top, and that's funny, you were like warning us the whole time about riding the gondola up to the top. You're like, all right, guys, just remember, we get ready when we get off. You got to aim forward and just slide. It's like a hill, and you don't want to fall or else the people getting off after you might hit you and all this stuff. And I was like, oh God, dude, so much pressure, you know what I mean? Just you're building up the expectation of going up the gondola and stuff. And then we're riding. It's a pretty cool ride. Then we get up to the top. And you're like, all right, guys, remember. And you're trying to remind us real quick. At the same time, the guys that are working there are like, stand up tall, aim true, stand up tall. Everybody's yelling at us. And we're like, oh shit. And we just fucking book it and commit, and we take off, and we just fucking made it without falling. That was so funny, dude.
Dude, that was good. I was happy too. I was like, oh, none of you guys fell in that. And I didn't fall either because the first time me and Marnelli did it, dude, we fell the first time. And then they're like, oh, get out of the way, guys, get out of the way. And then me and Marnelli were like crawling on our stomachs, trying to get out of the way, like rolling because of other people behind us. But we didn't really make it in time. So they ended up falling too. And we're like, oh my God, we're creating a backup.
Oh man, but yeah, no, that's just too funny, man. And when we went up because Eric and I went up a second time too, just us two, and I was like, watch, man, when Rick's not here, we're gonna eat shit, just because he's not gonna encourage us on how to do this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when we got up there, the guys did the same thing, like, all right, aim forward, just look straight, stand up tall. And then we just went and we made it even better. We're like, oh man, dude, we're getting good. So I think that's what gave us the confidence. But I was gonna say, we're at the bottom really just hanging out practicing, but I think once I get to the top and then you just kind of have to go, there's no other way to get down other than snowboarding down. So that's what kind of forced me to really try, and stand on the board and stuff like that. Not like the same mentality I have if I try to run a lap around Roar Park, like you run it and you get tired halfway. What the fuck are you going to do? You still have to go the rest of the way, right? You might as well run the rest of it. So I kind of just go for it. You're up there anyways. Mentality is what kind of helped me out learn too, dude.
Yeah. So I was thinking next time we ever go, I think immediately we should just go on the lift and go all the way, and that way you don't have to keep taking off the boot, putting the board on, and that was a workout and a half. I was exhausted.
Dude,
I was like, oh my God, I had to sit down for a while, and then everyone around us was sitting down for a while, and they're eating it, and it was fun too. The first time we ever went on the lift, I got, I think, a little bit downwards and I fell, and I was like, oh crap, I'm starting to get the hang of it again. So I was like, I got back up and I was like starting to carve. I was like, oh yeah, I remember now. And I got halfway, but then I ate it again, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit and wait until you guys come. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait here for like 10 minutes. And then I was like sitting there for 10 minutes. I was like, oh man, where are these guys? Did they pass me? I don't know. And then so I waited, dude. So I waited for a little bit longer, and then like a little boy like runs into me, and I think he looked like 4 years old or something. He was on the like the skis or whatnot. Yeah. And he was like crying. He's like, "Oh, I don't want. This is so scary. This is so scary. I don't want to do this." I was like, "Don't worry, little boy. You okay?"
Was he by himself? He didn't have his parents.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, "Where's your mom and dad?" He's like, "They're up there." Dang, what the fuck? And I was like, "Why did you leave them?" Yeah, I was like, "Dude, you let a little 4-year-old boy speed down this mountain, dude." He kind of hit me like pretty fast, so I was like, man, just hang out here while we wait for your mom to come down. And then he's like, I'm scared. He's like crying the entire time. The guy, there's like guys in like red jackets to help.
Oh sure.
He saw us. He just like went past us. I was like, you motherfucker.
He didn't want to be responsible for that shit.
Exactly. He saw us. I was making eye contact with him too, and I was like, that's bull. But anyways, his mom eventually came, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no worries, And then she's like trying to get her kid to get back up. And she was like, come on, we can do it. She's like, no, I don't want to do this. Come on, let's do this. And then for like 10 minutes, or not 10, like 5 to 10 minutes, I guess. She was like trying to get him back up, and he was crying his eyes out and everything. And I was like, dude, this is getting awkward. I'm sitting here watching this like literally 2 feet happen in front of me. Like the mom is trying to force her kid to ski, and the kid doesn't want to. And I was like, man, I'm going to get out of here. So I went down, got back up, went back down, started like going down more. And I think almost near the end, I see this like girl approaching right behind me. And I was like, oh crap. So I was like trying to go right. I was like carving to go right, and then she was carving to go right. So I was like, oh god. And then so we were like trying to break, and then we both like slammed into each other, and I was like, oh my god. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's all right. And then she immediately kept apologizing, and then she got back up, went down the hill, and I realized my bindings were broken. And I was like, oh man, that was like a case of hit and run, you know? Just
You get our church, dude.
exactly. And I was like, man, this stuff is all brand new kind of thing. And I was like, oh, so I had to like walk all the way down, and then that's where Dustin was waiting for me. And yeah, I think for Dustin, if we had like a board or whatever to match his specs, then I think he would have endured it.
Yeah, because his
Got
was
up more.
tricky. His boot wasn't fitting in his binding, so it took
Yeah,
a little bit to get that shit like all hooked up, dude.
yeah. So the boot was bigger than the binding. I think the boot was too small for his size. And then the board was a little too small
Mm-hmm.
too, because that board is like meant for pure carving and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I was like, maybe we'll rent one next time. And I think he said he would be down for next time. He had a good time,
Mm-hmm.
especially when he was whooping me in Smash Bros. The entire time we were
Wait.
waiting. I was like, oh my god, I thought I was good with these Joy-Cons, but no. I beat him like a couple times. Then he beat me after like all the way through, and I was like, oh man, I thought I was good, but
That is
yeah.
funny.
So yeah, the entire first half of getting there, it was a journey to get from the parking lot to picking up our tickets. I was out of breath. I was like out of shape.
Oh yeah, no, it's the altitude, man, because the air is thinner up there, man.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh yeah, give me that free Red Bull, man. I need that shit. But yeah, so we got there. I was trying to give you guys the free information lessons, and I think we were pretty much exhausted from just trying to stand up and carve, and it was pretty cool. I got to see you guys lay down in the snow a lot. So
Oh yeah.
like 90% of the time we're laying down in the snow. I was on my butt too. I feel pretty sore, and I took pictures and I was like, yeah, that's cool. But we had this bet going on, guys, Eric and Dustin, where
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that, dude. Think about it now, after we actually went snowboarding, dude. Where in their mind did they think they could do that shit? To be fair, Eric did try to hit the jumps on that one slope.
Oh, nice.
He was riding on that side, man.
Yeah. Like I was trying to, because me personally, from my experience, when I started to actually start going down the hill, I was like, oh no, I am nowhere going near those hills.
Mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm.
way too scary for me. But yeah, so good thing I didn't have to pay $20 or anything, because I was like sweating when you guys were starting to pick it up, and I was like, oh god, you guys are kind of getting it down. But then we spent most of the time like
Falling.
falling. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, whew, I don't have to worry as much right now.
Dude, the reason you were waiting for Eric and I so long the first time you went down is because we would only get maybe about 10, 15 feet, and then we would just eat shit, dude. Because it was funny. I just hard, full on committed. And that's what was easier, too. For me, the hardest part was like actually standing up on the board, dude. I need to lose this gut, man.
Mhm.
So it was funny. There's actually a bench up there you could sit on and strap in, and that was easy. I was like, oh shit, this is chill. So I started going. I made it a good 15, 20 feet down the hill. Fucking bit the dust, dude. Bit the snow. My mouth is all full of snow at this point. I turn around and I see Eric. He makes it around the same as me, but a little bit further on to my right hand side. Bites the dust too. I'm like, fuck, all right. So I get up, try to make it down again. Fall after 15 feet. Eric gets up, does the same thing. And you can see every time, like, Eric gets up a little slower and a little slower each time, dude. I think he was kind of rattled by the end. It's a good thing we had fucking helmets, man. I'm telling you. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying too. But I think what helped me is when I got the confidence to just stand up, like no matter how fast I'm gonna go or how slippery it was gonna get. Once you have that like pure confidence, and I'm pretty sure you guys experienced it too, it becomes more easier to go downhill like a lot and stand up. It's just, it takes a while to build that confidence. For the first couple of days for me, I was like falling a lot, and I was like, I don't want to eat snow anymore. I'm tired of eating ice all day and all that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, you see all these little kids,
Oh,
like
it's smoking. Dude.
5-year-olds smoking,
Yeah,
doing
man.
backflips and shit. And here am I, just like trying to just stand up.
Yeah, dude.
I was like trying to show you guys. I'm like, yeah, this is how you do it, and I like ate it pretty fast. I was like, yep, this is how you're not supposed to do it.
Man, definitely underestimated the weather too. I packed like a flannel, like a actual thick flannel, and like my Iceland jacket. You know what I mean? Wore
Mm,
like 3 pairs of pants, and then when we get up there, it's like 65 degrees, dude, just burning hot.
yeah.
But it was cold in the snow, so maybe since we fell so much, that's what kind of balanced it out, dude. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
definitely a little bit
And-
warmer than I thought it was gonna be.
yeah. And when I got dropped off Eric too, his bro came out to walk his dog, and he's a big guy, like pretty big guy, and he's like, "Oh, did you guys go on the intermediate slopes and all that?" And we're like, "No." He's like, "Wait, did you guys go on the bunny slopes?" And I was like, "Yup, we were on the bunny slopes the entire day, just falling." And then Eric fell a lot. I fell a lot. Destin fell a lot. Laid down. Oh yeah, he wanted to join this podcast to talk about his experience to defend himself.
Oh,
But
it's
right now
snowboarding.
he's not here, so let's start talking about everything that happened on the trip. Especially cherry blossoms and
Okay, well, wait. Time out. Some of this stuff is trade secrets, dude. You can't give it away.
yeah, no,
It's
no,
actually
no.
like an
Yeah,
amazing,
I'm just talking about cherry
some
blossoms. I'm not
amazing
talking about
jokes
nothing.
that need to see the light of day in good time. There'll be a time and
Yeah,
place for those.
yeah.
That's actually hilarious, dude. Then no, I mean we ultimately ended it like on a good note on fucking Coco's, man, the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially the one in Irvine. Don't go to the one in LA because it's all right. But yeah, the one in Irvine is always great, and I was nervous too. I was like, man, am I gonna make it home to where I have to use the bathroom? I don't know. Because I love Coco's. I would eat like 2 plates of it, but I try to make it where I'm like conservative to eat. So maybe
Yeah.
I should just get one to go next time.
Yeah, bring it home. The
Yeah.
thing with me was I was nervous when we pulled in, right? I mean, was that Diamond Plaza or something like that, man?
Hmm.
Always packed. And as we're driving by, like every restaurant has a line outside. There's a Kula Sushi over there now, line outside. Tofu House, line outside. Just every spot we passed by on the way there had a line outside. I was like, fuck, man. At this point, we were super hungry, you know? All the snow that we were eating was actually water, so that wasn't filling us up. So we find good parking, which was amazing. And then we pull up, and there was like 3 people inside. And they called us within like 20 minutes. Greatest time ever, dude.
That's
People
what
are
I'm saying.
missing out. I don't know why they're not eating there.
Maybe they love the other restaurants, or the other restaurants have been opening up
Mhm.
that are more popular. But I'm like, dude, I love Coco, so I was like, that's fine with me. They can all go to that other restaurant.
Sure.
It makes it much easier for us to just slide right in to
Yeah.
this area. So yeah, it was pretty much a blast. I definitely want to try going, like every year, make this an annual thing, or a couple times a year. It doesn't have to be we have to go on the lift. It could just be like going there and just try to snowboard.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm down, man. That was fun. The only like now, I just want to get better at it, dude. You know what I mean? Because it's so wild, just seeing people that are good and they're just chilling, just sliding down the hill. I'm like, man, I didn't get to that point, And I felt it for like 2 seconds, I think, while we were up there, and then I fell, and I was like, okay, maybe I should.
Yeah, see
That was good.
that it feels really good too, especially when you're on it for like a good while. Then it's like, dude, this is pretty sick. And then
Mhm,
so
mhm.
yeah, that's what I was hoping. We would be doing that the entire day. But maybe we should have like just went on the lift immediately, and I should have like taught you guys up there, so that way you have no choice but to go.
But to go down, exactly, dude, exactly. Just fucking hit it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And even if you have no experience, just fucking go for it, dude. It's the best teacher. It's necessity, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of necessity being the best teacher, Final Fantasy 14 was free. I think over the
Still
past
not?
2 weeks, I don't think it's free anymore, man. Basically what it was is if you logged in, from the day you logged in, you had 4 days where you could log in for free and play all your characters and stuff like that, right?
Uh-huh.
So talk about learning out of necessity. I was like, oh man, let me just jump in this game. And, we haven't played for maybe a year or so after Stormblood came out. Man, maybe longer. Oh no, I think Stormblood came out last June or something. Whenever we went to E3. Oh, then it has been longer than a year. So, anyways, I jump in immediately. I want to go fight stuff. I kind of test out if I remember how to do my rotations as a black mage. I remember how to do it. It's still there. I think it's a little bit more forgiving too. It feels like they gave you more time to cast your fire to keep your meter up. But right then and there, I jump into like the duty finder, right? Or I think it was a trial finder or something like that. And which is usually something easy. You're fighting Ifrit, you're fighting Garuda, you're fighting one of the summons. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh man, yeah, I remember how to do those fights. If anything, I can just get carried too, and everybody could just DPS my way out. I don't really have to dodge stuff. The healers are good in this game. We should be fine. But it's not that. It's the final mission in fucking Stormblood, dude. Which is this giant dragon that can knock out the floor and kill you in one shot. That can blow you off the platform and kill you. I was like, oh my god. I've really only beaten this fight once. And it was with Russ carrying me, dude. So trying to remember everything, dodging everything for the first time all over again. I died like 3 times. It was kind of embarrassing, dude. I think I was the only person to die throughout the whole fight. They just kept on rezzing me and healing me up. I was like not dodging anything. There's a chain mechanic where I was attached to somebody and I had to pull apart. I wasn't running away. I was running closer to them, dude. You know what I mean? Just damaging everybody inside that bitch. But luckily I got carried, man. And we beat it first shot. And then, you know what? I was like, okay, maybe I can hold off on this game for a little bit. I really need to sit down and relearn the movements and everything, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got a lot going on in that game. Now, you know, they tell you, here's a list of missions that you can do, some storylines you can follow. Of course, I just did the seasonal event stuff. You get like like this red robe and stuff like that. So I just did that. But I can see where I could definitely sell my soul to that game all over again, man. I can get stuck playing that shit all day.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that the free was only for 4 days. It's too bad that you didn't try it out, Rick. I'm sure you would have had a good time.
I know. I was like looking right now online to see if I could just still log in and grab those free set stuff. But if you said it was over, then I guess it's over.
Yeah, I want to say it ended maybe yesterday or today on the 22nd. But
I thought it was gonna last all the way to Christmas.
Maybe try logging in and see. But the crazy thing to me was, I know for some of the veterans rewards, you have to pay for like 4 years or whatever it is now. But when I logged in, I had the Cloud outfit, the Squall outfit, I think the Titus outfit, and another outfit. I was like, what the hell? What did I do to get these? I didn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool. I ran around wearing all that stuff. Got a haircut to look like Cloud, and I was just running around like Cloud, dude. Even though the only class I have at barely level 20, I think, is my Gladiator that uses a sword and shit, man. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, good times brought me back. I might have to jump in again when these new classes get released, though, dude. That Gunblade might be my shit.
Yeah, I hope they have like Noctis stuff still going on. I was like, I like that character, but I don't want to start getting into this game knowing that other games are coming out. You know, it's like, I'm gonna have to commit fully into relearning everything. And bear with a Santa outfit. Huh?
What the fuck?
For Final Fantasy 14. You get like a mount, and it's a giant brown bear with a Santa outfit. But anyways, yeah, dude, did you feel pretty? Whoa, there's a Tifa little icon. What's going on here? But did you feel sore waking up today? Because I did not want to move the entire time waking up.
100%, dude. When I got up to use the bathroom this morning, yeah, I was like, okay, I need to walk a little bit slower. Dude, right when we got off the mountain, my foot was already all jacked up. I was like limping. My foot's good now, but yeah, it's all in my legs, dude. My legs are just kind of done.
Yep.
I didn't realize you had to use your whole body to snowboard, dude. I thought you just had to use your legs.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't know. I still feel like soreness from my upper part of my body, and that's because like the I guess the girl hit me pretty hard, so like I
Mm-hmm.
fell and landed on kind of like my back, sorta, but my left shoulder, and I was like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I can feel this now."
Well, no, it'll show how old you are if from 2 days from now you're still sore, dude. I remember shit like this, working out or rock climbing or hiking or something. Back in the day, you'd be good maybe 2 days later. If this
Mhm.
soreness lasts for more than 2 days, then we're fucking old, dude. R.I.P. But yeah, man, damn, I didn't even see that. There's a bear mount with a Santa hat. Do you have to buy it, or is it part of a mission?
I don't know, but it looks like I can't log in because it said something about me not having a pay service.
Oh, R.I.P.
Okay,
dude.
shit. Okay.
One day, man, when there's no games out and we're bored, we could jump on there, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Just get a
Catch
month
up.
and do a bunch of missions, dude. It'll be fun.
E- Exactly. But right now, I think I still got to catch up with all my backlog. I still got to play the Spider-Man DLC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just realized I'm like whispering a lot. I think maybe because I got knocked the wind out of me yesterday. Oh man. I'm trying to
Speaking
yell.
Speaking of Spider-Man, dude, we'll do a little bit of a new perfect day, cold cloudy day right now. So,
Sweet.
for whatever reason, the fans really, really wanted the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit in this game. I have no idea why. I think that costume is super corny. What are your feelings on that Spider-Man suit?
Uh don't know. I didn't see it yet.
Look it up right now. Look it up. Look up the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit. They basically call it the Sam Raimi one because I think he's the one that directed those movies. But it's the Spider-Man suit that I guess we grew up being used to or knowing. I mean, for me, it was all about the cartoon on Saturday mornings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it was live, that was just like, oh, cool, live Spider-Man.
Is this supposed to be like a suit for the DLC or something? What does
Well,
it look like?
people wanted it so bad that they ended up making it a DLC, and they
What?
just let him have it. Yeah. So, what do you think about that Spider-Man suit? Cold Cloudy Day or New Perfect Day?
I don't know what it looks like. It's just like crop. People have cropped in his. Oh, this outfit.
Yeah, like the one from the 2000 Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that kind of suit. It looks pretty good,
Dang,
I
really?
think.
That to make so much noise about to force them to put it in the game?
Well, I don't want to make so much noise about it, you know. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I think that kind of represents more of like the hero of Spider-Man and how I think it kind of looks more like I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm crazy.
I don't know. I
But
kind of like. I don't know, cause you can't. I never really liked those movies. Anyways, I'm not just saying that now, cause if you watch them now, those movies are kind of corny, dude. You know what I mean? But
mhm.
I didn't really like his suit in that movie. I think the Spider-Man suit that's in the game right now is fine. Like I said, my favorite Spider-Man was the one in the cartoons. Was that on like WB on Saturday
Mhm.
mornings? Those were my favorite, and I think that had a similar costume to the one from the movies. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that much people made so much noise about wanting that Spider-Man suit in the game, and they gave it to everybody as a Christmas gift. So,
Wow.
RIP,
Okay.
man. That's how you know that Sony or whoever the developer is really pays attention to the streets, man. They're really out here paying attention to what people want, and they're just throwing shit in the game afterwards, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool. Um, I just really didn't think that suit had that many fans that it would make people make it into the game. I haven't downloaded it yet. I've actually been playing the game. And it's fucking super hard. I forgot how hard Spider-Man was. Because I put up the difficulty, dude. I'm just getting one shot everywhere now, dude. It's kind of horrible.
You're so used to Red Dead. By the
Yeah.
way, did you see that Final Fantasy? I'm like reading the news of Final Fantasy stuff. 14. They have Cloud's bike. It's called the
Yeah, it's a
SES
mount,
Fenrir.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Would you
know.
pay money? Because I might get into this game. I saw the video of it, like they're riding it everywhere.
It
And
can
it's like
fly too.
flying.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, man, why are you trying to suck me into this game? Because it looks sick as shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, when I first saw it in the game, I didn't even know, and I was riding my little. I'm so proud of it, dude. My bomb bench, the bench that's just
Mhm.
held up by the bombs that let me fly and stuff. I remember grinding every day for that piece of shit too, man. But yeah. So I was riding that around. I thought it was cool because nobody else really uses it because it's old. And then all of a sudden, this guy pulls up on a bike. I was like, oh my god. So I just kind of fly away from him because I'm annoyed that he has a bike. And then he flies up too. I was like, oh my god, dude, this guy can fly on his bike. Amazing.
Dude, yep. It's $30, by the way.
Holy
Like,
shit, really?
yeah, and then if you want the Tifa minion, it's $7.
Wow.
It's the old school kind of Tifa, the
Yeah.
one from the game.
No, so I saw that too. That means people paid $7 for Tifa to follow them around?
Yep.
Holy shit. Okay.
I would pay $7, and I would definitely pay the 30 though.
No way, dude. You would buy those for real?
Hell yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
would buy that bike. That bike looks pretty sick. But that's why I'm doing my best not to get back into this game, because if you get me back, immediately I'm gonna buy this bike. $30 in-game purchase.
I lost the file path on Steam to Final Fantasy, so I had to look through all my drives and folders for where I put the launcher and stuff. And I ran across the screenshot folder for Final Fantasy, and I have our screenshots in there. I think I bought you that mech for your birthday, the white one.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
And
I
I
was
was-
riding that shit around.
Yeah, and I was in the black one, the one that you just get for finishing the game, dude. I have pictures of us like flying around everywhere and shit, dude.
Yeah, when we
Like, oh,
first
man.
unlocked it.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
that was pretty sick.
Yeah, man. Dude, Final Fantasy 14's tight, dude. We just need the time to fucking play it, dude.
Exactly. We still got to go through the palace and finish that up.
Oh, yeah. And those 24-man instances. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely got to finish that up. But yeah, I was too scared after that first boss fight, man. After I died so much, I was like, all right, I don't want to do anything else. I'm just going to hold the team back, dude. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like when we're playing MMOs, you want to feel like you're contributing, but then I think in Final Fantasy, you wipe and then they blame you for being the weakest link, and then you're like, oh man, I feel bad for letting you guys down,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Pokemon Go is now. The only people that are really playing it right now are the ones that have been playing it, right?
Mhm.
There's no casual people really playing these games anymore. So whoever you run into playing Final Fantasy or playing Pokemon Go, they are just the best and expect the best out of everybody, right?
Yep.
So yeah, it's kind of raw, man. I think I pulled up to a Pokemon Go raid once, and the guy's like, "How many accounts do you have?" I go, "Just one." He goes, "What the hell, man? We need at least 4 for this. I only have 2." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what you want me to do."
Yep. Good luck.
I only have one phone. Oh man, the funniest one I seen, man. This guy had like 3 iPads and 4 phones, dude.
God damn.
And he had like this claw system with his hands where he would tap them all at the same time, dude. It was fucking gangster, actually, but it's crazy, man. The amount of accounts some people have, it's kind of wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, nice thing on New Perfect Day or Cold Cloudy Day, dude. Soulja Boy making video games, man.
What?
Yeah, dude. Soulja Boy, tell him. He made a video game console, actually, I think.
A console?
Yeah.
So, was it just like a PC?
No, I want to say it's like maybe like the NES Classic, where it's something that you just plug into your TV and you could play a bunch of games on it. But it's one of those like 501 emulators that I used to get from the Philippines on my Game Boy Advanced, where I could pop in the game, turn it on, and there's like a million games on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, he made a whole console out of it. and I'm not sure if it happened yet, but he's probably gonna get sued by everyone who owns those video games.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how he can't? I don't know, man.
But for the try, would you give him a new perfect day or a cold cloudy day?
uh, I guess if he's keeping it to himself, and he's
No,
trying to
he's
spread.
definitely selling it, dude.
Oh, he's selling that
Yeah,
shit?
man.
Okay, cold cloudy day.
That's actually very true. It's not like an emulator that, you message 4 of your friends about, like, hey guys, check out this emulator where you could play like N64 games on it. Nah, he took it, packaged it, and is selling it online, dude. Gonna try to see right now if it's on his fucking what do you call it, dude? If it's on his website. That'd be fucking amazing if it is, dude.
Yeah, that's not like that's kind of crazy, Like I guess everyone can make their own version with a Raspberry Pi.
Uh-huh.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I mean, that's exactly what the PlayStation Classic is, man. Is a Raspberry Pi with an emulator that people currently have all over their computers,
Yeah, and I heard like a lot of people were kind of still disappointed with the PlayStation Classic thing. It's it wasn't as expected or something like that.
Oh my god, dude, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Let me just send this to you. Look at this, man. He tried to make like a Nintendo Switch, but made it have like a bunch of random fucking games on it, dude. This is crazy.
Like mini Game Boy that you buy from McDonald's.
Yeah, man. It's $100, dude. Or it was $100 when it was for sale. That's fucking wild,
16 gigs memory.
Yeah.
Neo
Dude,
Geo,
doesn't even
GBA.
have a fucking HDMI cord, dude. It's
It
the
has
red, yellow, and
AVI
white
cords.
Maybe if your TV still has those inputs, dude, then you definitely deserve this console, man.
Hell, yep. Shit. Even this says AV out. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's too
Retro
funny.
Green.
Oh
Yeah, I think they lost the battle with that.
No, yeah. He's just trying to make a quick buck. It's whatever, dude. Everybody's trying to make money off of the nostalgia that gamers have, I feel, right now.
Yeah.
There's not too much left though. So don't ruin everything else that we remember to be great. So please just kind of hands off for now, please.
They should just like remake the game. Or not remake, I don't know, like make it better.
Yeah.
Master remake, one of them. But yeah. Other than just trying to bring it back and putting emulators and all that stuff on with it.
Yeah, I think Crash Bandicoot and Spyro are perfect examples of what they need to do with old games, man.
Yeah.
So just keep those coming. After my rant last week about so many game launchers and shit on the computer, I was really about to buy Ashen on the Epic Games launcher. And I thought to myself, no, this is going to be my own private boycott, dude. I'm not going to buy the game until it's on Steam. And I decided that's what I'm going to do for that game, Sinner, as well. The one that's only on Discord right now. I'll just wait for them to come out on Steam, and then I'll be good. I don't want to... In fact, I deleted the Epic Games launcher from my computer, man. I was never going to play Fortnite anyways. So I took that off of there. Discord, I'm really trying to get everybody to use Discord, man. It's just so easy, dude.
I know.
The format, man. I have friends that try to use Instagram messaging. You know what I mean? Because everybody's all over the world and we're trying to message each other. And I don't know what it is, but my Instagram, like, I don't get notifications when I get messages on there. So I was like, hey guys, why don't you just jump on Discord? We've been using it ever since, dude. It's good times, man. But I still won't play games off of there. I'll just use that shit to talk to people, dude. So that's me for now, not buying any games on anything other than Steam. Yeah,
itself,
man.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'm not going to say that. If any other good games or fun multiplayer games come out on the Xbox games for Windows, we should all buy that, dude. Just play into it.
Oh, like State of Decay.
Dude, yeah. The State of Decay was super fun, man. We were just running on
Yeah.
there, playing that shit. And maybe
Still
I don't know.
didn't beat that game.
I still have BattleNet.
What is Battle? Oh,
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, all of us have Destiny too, because it was free. So.
Oh, I did not pick that up, even though it was free. I remember I was about to text you guys like, "Oh, hey, it's free," but then I was like, "You know what? That's okay."
Yeah, man. Talk about a dead game. That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm keeping it to one main game launcher thing, yeah, and that's Steam, dude. So.
But what if it was like Final Fantasy, like Square Enix stuff? Final Fantasy 7 remastered on the PC.
And what, they came out with like a Square Enix launcher?
Yep.
Hell no. Hell no.
I guess their own launcher, you know, like Final Fantasy 14, where you know it's its own launcher. So maybe Final Fantasy 7 remastered, everything you wanted. You won't download it?
All right, that's the one game I think. Okay, no. If they came out with Brave Fencer Musashi on PC and it had his own launcher, then I'd do that one too. Those are the only two games, dude. We have Red Dead Redemption 2 already, so you can't get me with that one.
Yeah,
man. Nah, this might be the one game that I'll do that for, man. That's fucking stupid. That makes no sense. Square, do not do that, man. Every time someone makes a launcher, a baby reindeer dies, dude. Santa can get to where he needs to go. So please stop making game launchers. Oh, man. Besides, Epic Games might be all out of money anyways, right? Because everybody's suing them. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, for the dancing.
Yeah.
Like the Carlton dance, and what was the other one that someone was suing them for something else, another dance.
Yeah, I know 2 Milli. He came out with the Milli Rock. Now, I don't know if they made the dances or they popularized the dances. I mean, I think they should get money. But
that's the thing. On the radio, I was
Uh-huh.
listening on the radio for the radio news, and they're saying like he was trying to sue, but the time he tried to sue, he didn't patent his own dance. So I think I don't know if I was like a lawyer or something, I'd say, oh yeah, it's too late. You didn't patent it during the time, you know, it was released to the public, so you can't sue that. Unless the patent goes through, then maybe, you know, return it.
Yeah, that's it. We'll see how far Carlton gets on it, because all they need is precedence, right? Because that's really what they use. If you pay attention to the court system, that's all they really use is precedence, right? That's why you hear a lot of like those Supreme Court decisions that have been made about certain things. They use those to make decisions over similar cases, right? So I think in this case, I think Carlton definitely has a lot more money than 2 Milli. So we could hire a lot better lawyers to try and get him some money off that dance. So if Carlton ends up winning this money, then maybe that gives 2 Milli like, oh, hey, look, Carlton got money trying to do the same thing I did. So where's my money at? You know what I mean? And then at that point, everyone else that's ever made up a dance can get money as well. My thing is, why are they suing Epic?
They need money.
Well, no, time out. Why not sue Destiny, dude? Why not sue Activision?
Oh, because they don't know about it.
Activision has had the Carlton dance for at least 2 years, right?
Yeah, but like I think it wasn't as like crazy popular, and they don't play games, so I'm guessing like, oh, we saw the trailer or the ad of them doing the Fortnite dance stuff, and you know they're like, okay, we want to sue them, we want the money.
Thank you, Rick, for proving my point that Destiny 2 is dead. Fortnite is super supreme to it and making way more money. I didn't even have to get that out of you. I just said two things and you said it, dude. Wait, that was my thinking the entire time too. Is like, guys, you could have been making so much more money. You know, they're really out here. I'm sure, like, MMOs have put your dance in their games. I mean, there might be the Carlton dance in World of Warcraft for all we know, right?
Yep.
Any game where you can try to throw that shit in there real quick. So yeah, I think it's super funny that after all this, everybody decides to try and get money from Epic Games instead of Activision. But it might be a slippery slope, you know. Once they win this money from Epic Games, it might roll over to Activision. Activision might have to take all those dances out of the store, dude.
Yeah, I know. If I was a game developer and I was like getting sued by the person, I'd be like, okay, I'm pretty much salt at this point.
Yeah,
Like, let's
I'm taking
remove
this
this
out.
dumb dance.
Yeah, let's take this dance out, dude.
Yeah, give them a better dance.
Shit. Oh, dude. Or what if they win this, right? The dance moves. They win all the dance moves. What if Salt Bay comes out and he's like, "Hey, Activision, you know that little pouring salt emoji you got on Destiny 2? I want money for that."
Shit.
Damn. Do you think they give him money too?
Probably. I think he deserved the money.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's no one else that was pouring salt on anything like that, dude, besides him.
Yeah, and especially with Carlton, you know, I think like a while back, I think a couple years ago, I was reading an article like his fame, you know, it went kind of like on a slippery slope when ever since the Fresh Prince like ended, and you know he was like trying to get jobs, but everyone just saw him as Carlton, so it was tough for his, you know, acting career and all that. And he mentioned in an interview he hated the Carlton dance.
What?
Because everyone was asking him to do it, and every time he like appeared on some show or whatever, you know, they expect him to do it. So he got fed up, and I was like, oh, now he's suing for his dance. So I guess I don't know. Maybe that's all this.
Dude, he would ask him to do that dance anywhere else. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, the dance I made up. Yeah, I'll do it right now." I bet you he's fucking taking it to the bank, bros.
Yeah, now he's probably doing that. So I was like, okay. You know, you're good where you're good for, so who knows?
That's the last stage of coping, Rick, is acceptance. Okay, he's just
there
accepting. He's accepting the fact, along with the money. Along with the money, he's accepting the fact that he is Carlton. That's fucked up. We've been calling him Carlton this whole time. His name is Alfonso Ribeiro, I think.
Oh, there you go. Alfonso.
Mr. Ribeiro, we're sorry, dude. We respect the craft and everything you've done for pop culture, crossing into video games all this time. Thank you, sir, for your contributions. I hope you get paid too. Actually, yeah, I want him to get paid for everybody taking those dances, even if it is something small like video games, dude.
Yeah, he should get paid, like especially for that dance. You know, like if he really created it, so deserves the money at least.
Hell yeah, dude.
I would be banking off of that too, if anything like that. Yep.
Yeah. So what else, man? What else is going on? What games have you been playing this week, man?
I just got my butt whooped in Smash Bros by Dustin a lot. Just learning out that this game is pretty lengthy, and I'm glad that the way they made adventure mode is different. You know, you go throughout the story, fighting different battles, different scenarios, different specs and all that, so it's pretty fun, you know, just doing all that. Other than that, got my butt whooped in Pokemon Battle 2. So I don't know if I'm good or I'm just like a sucky player at this point, because you know I spent most of this year 2018 like gathering all the Pokemon, you know, powering them up, making sure that they're great. But then you know, that's when the casual players whooping the crap out of me. Dude. So I'm losing my battles. I got beat in a Starbucks. So I think I am like 1 in 6 or something like that.
It's really like rock, paper, scissors. It's rock, paper, scissors.
It is.
I think it's those, you know, the IV level.
Bad
or whatever.
At rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, it's like rock, paper, scissors with the elements, and then you have to have like the good IVs, I think is what it is. But no, it's crazy. Yeah, when we were playing yesterday, I think Eric battled Dustin twice, and at first Eric had a Tyranitar that was fucking on Dustin, and Dustin finally took it out, and Dustin almost caught up. I think he was down 2-1, and Dustin had this Vaporeon that was just fucking up Eric's day, dude, out of nowhere. Yeah. So Dustin got all confident. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna win," and then Eric busted something out of his ass at like the last second. His last Pokemon was in the red by the time he won, dude. And I think the same thing happened between him and I when we were in Starbucks. You like barely beat him because I strategically used the barriers that you have. So
Yeah.
it's pretty funny, man. I wouldn't put too much on it though. I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
you're a good
I don't
Pokemon
put too
trainer,
much on
Rick,
it, but
man.
I'm like, dang man, I am sucky at rock paper scissors because I try to predict you guys. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll throw in like a rock Pokemon, a water Pokemon, a fire Pokemon, and then you guys like throw out like all I'm weak against. I was like, that's cool. Like, first battle I fought was with Alan. He wanted to test the system out. He only had one slow bro for Slowking, one of them. But either way, it whooped all three of my Pokemon. And I was like, damn, dude, I got 3 stocked. What the fuck? I was just playing this game like every day of my life. So it doesn't really matter.
Stocked.
Yeah, it just matters on what Pokemon you pick, the attributes, the IVs, and all that. And when you strategically use that protect against. So, yeah, you guys beat me every day of my life. So I have to rethink my strategy.
Seriously?
And power these guys up now.
All I want is a Sinnoh Stone, and I've yet to get one from the battling system, man. I have candy to evolve like 3 guys into their Sinnoh forms, yet this fucking game refuses to give me a Sinnoh Stone. Win or lose, man. I can't get shit from this game, dude. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible, man.
I know. My Pokemon were higher CP than yours, and you still beat me.
I know your attacks are registering faster and shit too, man.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck?
How far are you along in the story mode in Smash?
No idea. I thought I beat majority of the map, and then the right side of the map opened up, and I was like, oh shit, there's more shit to do. So, and then I learned about you can actually, there's a different separate part where you can play for spirits. You unlock spirit characters by just challenging them directly instead of going on that adventure mode. And they unlocked at random times, so like every 5 minutes it like randomized spirits, a bunch of spirits that you can fight for to unlock. And then now there's a Fire Emblem event where they unlock Fire Emblem spirits, so like every specific point of time during the day a certain one unlocks, and then you can challenge that spirit to unlock it. And then once you beat whatever character that has a spirit with it, you still have to I guess it's like capturing it, but you have to like, I don't know, do some sort of little mini game, and then in order to get it. So that's fun in itself. I don't know how many spirits are out there, but all I know is I'm having a good time playing all these things. I'm glad that Eric and Dustin brought their Switches, because I was like, man, we can finally battle each other, and the local gameplay is actually pretty good. Like, I really enjoyed all of that. It was pretty fast. There's no lag time I saw, and especially online, when I played online, there's no real lag time. So, oh yeah, I wanted to mention too that I saw an article where one guy used a bunch of bananas to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I was like, man, that's a pretty creative idea, but what is the purpose of all that? But I guess it's like it's his dreams to use bananas as a controller or something. So who knows?
It's his dreams. What the fuck?
Wait, did I talk about the bet between me, Eric, and Dustin? I don't think I did.
No, you just mentioned it, but it was, yeah, you just mentioned that you're glad they didn't win.
Yeah. So I don't know if I did. I think I have old man syndrome. I'm pretty beat up from yesterday. But yes, the bet was supposed to be if Dustin and Eric was able to make a little jump off of like a little, I don't know, like a hill or whatnot, just the small hills, and good enough, sure enough that they were falling the entire day. So it was $20 if they can land a jump, basically. And they were just getting into their spirit. I don't know what do you call it, but they're basically weren't able to to make the jump. So it saves me a good amount of money because I was about to buy their Coco Ichiban right after, and I was like sweating. I was like, "Damn, man, you guys are picking it up pretty fast." So, oh yeah, good. It's 4 o'clock. We can go home now. I won the bet.
It's funny being there too. Dustin was so confident that he could do. He's like, "How hard could it be, man? I just need to go over a ramp."
And then all of us were like laying down on the ground. I'm like, "Yep, that's pretty hard."
Exactly. So wait, spirits, those are just equips, right? That you can use during the adventure mode?
Yes.
Okay.
And these spirits like give you like certain attributes
Like
in
they heal
battle.
you and stuff?
Yeah, like
Okay.
some make you heavy, some start you with the beam saber, some like, I don't know. I guess it's their way to get you addicted to collecting these things.
Sure.
So,
Have you unlocked all the characters yet?
no. And the reason why is because I'm going through the story mode and they're randomly at certain spots and whatnot.
Okay.
And you have to get to these spots, but there's like a lot of battles along the way. But what I do is like every fourth or fifth battle, I exit back to the main screen, and that happens to I get challenged by characters so I can unlock them. So that, I guess that like speeds up the process. So I have like 51 characters unlocked, and I don't know how
Nice.
many there are, like 70 or
70
something.
something maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when the game first came out and I was playing with my nephew,
Uh,
we unlocked a bunch of characters, just him and I, facing each other. I think after every other match, someone would get unlocked, And,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I think, we talked about that last week. It's just so exciting. No matter what you're doing, who it is, when you hear that, wee, 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 and you see the
Yeah.
new challenger thing, that's always exciting,
Yeah.
I heard that they nerfed those fights. Like, were people really having a hard time beating those characters when they were trying to unlock them, dude?
So since I am not, or since Dustin's not in this podcast, so Dustin, but basically,
I just realized what you're gonna say right now.
so basically, I went to Dustin's house, and it was me and Eric and Dustin, and I forgot what we were over there for, but basically, we were playing Smash Bros, and then I think Dustin didn't. We got challenged by one of the characters, and he lost, and I was like, "Wait a minute, like." I've never encountered that scenario. Like, what happens when you do loss?
Yeah.
And then Eric was like saying, "Oh yeah, you go to this little vault place, and you can re-challenge the character." I was like, "Huh? I did not know that." And they're like, "Of course you didn't know that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I had never lost." So, so then Dustin goes to the vault thing. And then we realized it was like 4 or 5 characters that he lost to. And I was like, oh, I see. That's what happened, I guess.
No.
But when we were at snowboarding yesterday, I lost for the first time, and then I was like, oh, okay, now I can go to that vault. And then the tutorial popped up, and they're like saying, "Oh, if you lost to a character, you can go here to reclaim it." And then Dustin was like, "Yep, you never lost, did you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I never lost."
That's fucking crazy, dude. So
I lost to Ridley, by the way.
When I was,
I forgot his name.
When I was playing with my nephew, this was the Saturday after the game came out, and we unlocked like 7 characters, dude. And
oh yeah,
first it was him and I playing, and so I was whooping his ass. I'll be honest here. I was whooping his ass, right? So it would always end up being me that would fight the thing. And I'm not the best player at Smash, right? But you put me one-on-one with Ness, I could cause some mayhem. I could at least knock someone out. So, of course, I was winning these. And then I felt bad. I was really beating on my nephew in Smash. So then I said, oh, let's just do 2v2s, man. Let's do 2v2s. So we did 2v2s. We were just playing like that. And it was cool. We were having fun. And, the unlock a new character thing comes up. I think it was one of the guys from Castlevania, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my nephew's like, oh, man, I wonder if I'll be able to fight it since I won. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe you can fight him this time. Comes up, I'm fighting him. I'm like, oh, shit. I wanted to give him a chance, dude. But I end up whooping that guy's ass, too. And I never thought, like I said, I'm not the greatest Smash Bros. Player out there, but I didn't think those fights were that hard. I mean, I haven't fought Ridley. So maybe that might be a challenge. But which ones was Dustin losing to?
Dude, I have no idea. It was 4 or 5 characters.
That's crazy.
I don't remember, but it was funny because like he would beat one, and then the other one would like immediately challenge him or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, that's what happens when you lose to multiple characters. But yeah, I lost to that, so
That's wild.
it was good.
That's wild.
I forgot what this name. There's 76 characters. I'm like looking it up.
Gotcha.
76 characters in Smash Bros.
So, yeah, man, Christmas is coming. Christmas is the day after we release this. Actually, we're releasing this on Christmas Eve, man. So I know you asked, have you done all your Christmas shopping? Bro, you have one day. You're gonna go out tomorrow and try to shop.
Not shop, but basically
Withdraw
buy gift
money.
cards.
There
Or not
you
gift
go.
cards. The what do you call those things? Yeah, I guess gift cards. Or whatnot, but yeah, it's because my family is sort of easy.
Sure,
They
sure.
only want money, cash money. So I'm like, okay, that makes your life a lot of easy. But then there's certain ones that like they won't tell you what they want, and it's like, oh man, I gotta play this guessing game now, and I'm not good at guessing, and yeah, so I think I got most of my shopping done.
Okay. You see, man, my family's huge, right? And I got 2 goddaughters. So one of them is over 14. I think if you're over 14, you're fine with just getting cash for Christmas, dude. Yeah, man, as a teenager, you're pulling in the cash for Christmas. You're living life, right?
Yep.
Other one is like 8, dude. I think at the same time I was talking about this last year, I had to buy her those LOL surprise dolls, dude. Which I think I described them last time as real life loot boxes, where you buy this thing, can't see what's inside, but there's a doll and a certain outfit in there. And it says on the front, collect all 7. Well, how do I know I'm going to collect all 7 if I can't fucking see what's inside, dude? So I just bought a bunch of those for one of my youngest goddaughter. And then got a white elephant, so just got something for a white elephant and all that. Got something for my sister. And I think, was that it, dude? I'm trying to think. Why do I have so much stuff to wrap then? Basically, that's it. I just have to wrap everything. But considering it's how I have to work on Christmas Eve, dude, holy shit. It's like the weirdest work week for me, bro.
That's what was crazy. I don't remember working when I was working for the city. I think we had that day off, but maybe I guess the county's way different. So
yeah, it doesn't make no sense. I mean, we're gonna work for one day and then be off for one day, and then we're gonna go back to work on Wednesday. Like, what the fuck? Why break up the week like that? Just give everybody the fucking day off tomorrow. Jesus, dude.
Exactly.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's not gonna be any traffic, and I'm gonna bring my Switch to work tomorrow. I'm sure I'm just gonna be playing on my Switch, just hanging out. But I mean, the effort of like getting up early, getting changed, and going to work, it doesn't seem worth it for that one day, man. Doesn't seem worth it.
Dude, just go in your pajamas and then let everything go to voicemail.
I'm that voicemail part I might just do. We'll have to see. But yeah, dude. I have so much stuff to wrap. I think I have like 4 boxes to wrap. But I think that's about right.
Dang.
White elephant. Yeah, that's about right. And I don't know, dude. For me, I like to wrap stuff in just plain brown, like grocery bag paper, so I just like draw pictures and shit on it, dude. So it takes me forever to fucking wrap a gift, man.
Just put it in those bag things.
Oh yeah, with the tissue. Just throw a bunch of tissue in there so they can't see.
Exactly. Make it life so much easy.
Oh, dude, I was gonna mention too that I've been playing what do you call it? Papers, Please, because that was free on the Vita. I think this month for PlayStation Plus, and I think I described last time. This was one of my more favorite games. I wanted to play it, and since I got it for free on a different system, I might as well play it. It wasn't on PC anymore, so I took it to work one day to play during my breaks. Man, if that isn't the worst way to play that game, I don't know what is, dude. It's kind of bad. Because
Mm.
I don't know if you remember the screen, but you could look at the person's face and then you could look at all of their documents that they're trying to turn into you. On the computer, it's fine because it shows it all at once. On the Vita, the screen's not that big, so you have to scroll up and down. You know, in the beginning, it's not too bad because all they give you is their ID and then like 2 pieces of paperwork. You know what I mean? So it's not that bad to verify that they are who they say they are. But later on the line, I could see where it could get annoying because you have to verify their height, their weight, and that they actually match what they look like in the picture, dude. So going back and forth and having to figure that out, scrolling up and down on the Vita screen is going to be fucking annoying, dude. Because the way you scroll up and down is, you know, the touch screen. You know, you swipe up to look up, you swipe down to look down. Sometimes, instead of swiping, you can pick up one of their pieces of paperwork and accidentally give it back to them. Shit, you're going to fuck your whole day up like that, dude.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to power through and get to that point where the difficulty spikes up to that hard, where you really have to check all that stuff and see if it's still a horrible experience. It's passable right now because I don't have to keep looking back and forth at the person. But, not the greatest port, dude. Not the greatest port. Yeah, as much as I love this game, I don't know how much I'm gonna go forward to play it if it's gonna be like this, man. It's kind of horrible, dude. Sad to say, man. But yeah, dude. I guess in the spirit of Christmas, man, what was your greatest Christmas gift, video game Christmas gift you've ever received?
Putting me on the spot, huh? I think it might have been Dead or Alive 2 with the PlayStation 2 at the same time.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when I first got into Dead or Alive, and it was from my sister and my dad, and they got me like the guidebook and everything, and I was like looking at every picture and every tips and trick, and back in the time when it was like just fighting, for that game. But oh, dude, that was one of my great memories. Is just like opening it up, smelling the fresh scent of the book and the case and the disc and everything, and it was like my next gen console kind of thing. So I was like pretty stoked. You know, it's just like, man,
damn,
finally a PlayStation 2. I can be like one of the other people's, and you know, the possibilities are endless. But yep, that was one of my greatest games.
Do you still have that book?
Yeah. I actually saved that book and anything Dead or Alive related that I bought. I saved it and I put it stored it away somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, that's when everything started going a little more skimpy. But
I was gonna say, did your sister and your dad actually look through the guidebook, dude, or they just gave it to you?
Well, no, that's the thing too. It's just like that game was meant for just like pure kind of like Tekken fighting. So there was like guys and girl characters, but they weren't really focused on that except for Kasumi. And I don't know if you remember this commercial, but there's a commercial about like Dead or Alive, and then you know there's 2 guys playing, and they're like, you know, why do you like this game or whatnot? And then the other guy is like, because she kicks so high. And then it shows like Kasumi kicking really high, and it like reveals her panties. And I was like, oh. So that became an appeal for this game, and I think that's why this game kind of like took off. It was like because you know, and then after that, it was still fighting. Dead or Alive 3, Dead or Alive 4, and then it started getting more into the sex appeal and, you know, focus more on the girls and their sweating, and you know, now you start seeing the jiggle a lot more, and it's just like, yeah, you can see where it like completely changed into that kind of game. So
nice, dude. I probably should have answered this before I shot it to you, man, but you had a good answer, dude. He said, oh, you put me on the spot. I was kind of nervous, but nice, man.
What is your game now,
dude? My greatest one, or my favorite one, I guess kind of like yours, is I got Final Fantasy VIII for Christmas. Because this was around, I think we were still in elementary, we still had pen and stuff, but it was coming off of the heels of me actually finishing Final Fantasy VII for the first time by myself. You know, it was like in 4th or 5th grade. And then shortly after that, maybe a year after that, is when Final Fantasy VIII came out. I was really out here going to Blockbuster with my mom every Friday trying to rent that game, dude. And I was playing the shit out, like renting it as a kid, spending that $6 or whatever bucks to play it like for 2 days, dude. Yeah, dude, that's crazy, man. But I was really using my money for that shit to play it. And then, you know, some week, just because it's Blockbuster and you're renting it, some weekends probably they wouldn't have it, so I couldn't rent it. Some weekends I would get it, but the disc would be super trash and all scratched up, you know, so I couldn't get past certain parts. And yeah, man, just the heartbreak of some weeks not being able to play it, some weeks playing it. It's worse than TV was back in the day. It's not like now where you could binge watch a whole season of a TV show in one night, you know?
Yeah.
Back then, I played a game for a weekend, and then I couldn't play it unless I could rent it again. So it was super trash, man. But yeah, so that went on throughout whatever year that game came out. Maybe 2000 or 1999 is when Final Fantasy VIII came out. That went on throughout the year until Christmas, when my parents, same thing, they got me the guide and they got me the game. I was playing the shit out of Final Fantasy VIII after that, man. That one became my shit. And then another thing kind of tied into that memory, man, is around that time, you know, because there was 2 video rental shops, right? There was one over by Ralph's, I think, where the 99-cent store or Super Sergio's was. It used to be a video rental place, right? So usually we would go there to rent videos, but because I really, really wanted to rent Final Fantasy VIII, they didn't really have videos at the other place. We would go to the Blockbuster over where the AutoZone is now, you know, by the 2-story McDonald's. But during that time is when they had Pokemon Snap in there. I don't know if you remember that.
I love Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, but they had it in there where it's like you only played the first level, I think, and you could take the pictures, and if you paid an extra $1 or something like that, you can print out your favorite pictures that you took. I think there was one weekend.
Oh, wow.
I was super upset that they didn't have Final Fantasy VIII. So my mom gave me the money to go play Pokemon Snap and take those pictures. And god damn it, that made me happy. I couldn't play Final Fantasy that weekend, but shit, I could play I got my Pokemon stickers right here. Oh man, but yeah, dude, no, those are good memories, dude. Good memories. Now we gotta pass that along to the next generation, man. Like when you have your kids, dude, you gotta get them their favorite video game.
They have to earn it though. Like beat me.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. They can't play unless they beat you in it. That'd be so funny, dude. Like, oh really? You want to play Mario Kart? You gotta beat me first. In the NES Mario Kart. Just tear them up, dude. You're like, but Dad, how do I rotate the camera? Like, you can't rotate the camera, son. Just look straight. That shit'd be crazy, dude. So yeah, dude, this is the second to last episode of the year, man. It's been a long ride. It's been a crazy ride, dude. Funnily enough, though, I was listening to our end of the year episode earlier this week from last year. And it's funny, man. We made some video game resolutions of things that we wanted to do this year. So I won't reveal them. I mean, people can go back and listen to them. But have one ready, dude, for next week. Have a New Year's resolution for gaming ready for next week, man. Another thing we talked about was our game of 2017. Do you remember what your game was for 2017, dude?
To play or beat?
Oh yeah, to play, beat. It was a game you owned.
Wasn't Kingdom Hearts at the time. I think it was Gravity Rush.
Oh, no, it wasn't. But we'll put that one down. It was Honey Pop, dude.
Oh,
I'm joking.
I mastered that.
No, it was Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
was your game of the year last year? Yeah, and mine was Neo. Out of all the games I played last year, So it's gonna be a rough year, man, because we can't forget the beginning of it this year. But yeah, we should have a game of the year that we played. I guess it doesn't matter if we finished it or not. Ready for next week. It's gonna be kind of rough for me, man. I played a lot of good games this year. A lot of good games I didn't expect that I would play or that I expected to be good at all.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting, man. I'll be interested to hear what yours is. So yeah, just a little bit of things to look forward to in the year-end wrap-up. Yeah, next week we'll have a year-end wrap-up. 2018 was definitely one of the crazier years in gaming for sure. I just can't wait for next year already. We already know about Resident Evil 2. Anthem is coming out too. A lot of big games coming out next year already that we know about. So it might just shape up to be another great year in gaming, man. But yeah, you got anything else, man?
I think that's it. I was looking at amiibos just now, and I was like, "Oh man, maybe I should buy some amiibos." And I saw some Cloud amiibos, and I was like, Shovel Knight amiibos, and then the Dark Souls Praise the Sun guy. I was like, "Oh god, I can't afford to get into this lifestyle because I'd be collecting all of them, all of the ones I looked at, and that was like 10 of them I just looked at right now." So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna save money and not do that.
They just revealed something, I think, not too long ago. But I think it was only in Japan where it was like all the amiibos of every character in Smash, or a lot of them, for like $500 or something like that. I'll look for the link after this, man. But yeah, that's a slippery slope, dude, because those aren't cheap.
Yeah, they were like $10 to $25
each.
Like, oh god,
yeah, RIP, dude. So. But yeah, that is it for us this week. Everybody have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you one more time before New Year's. But until then, Rick, some words of wisdom?
If you want to see a lot of starfishes, you can go to Snow Big Bear Mountain and see a lot of people lay down.